Hello, my fellow Earth Angels. Welcome back for another lesson. I'm Taylor, if this is your first time stopping in. And today's lesson is you need a creative outlet. Yep, let's jump right in. You need a creative outlet. What could that possibly be? Drawing, coloring, painting, crafting, sculpting, dancing, singing, fighting, like maybe boxing or something. You need something where you're using your hands and you're creating something, or you need something where you let whatever's going on up here in your mind, you are letting it out. Like you are showing us what is inside of you. You need an outlet that lets all that creativity that's stored up in you, you need a way to let it out. And please let it be fruitful. Don't let nothing demonic out of your body. We don't need that. We're talking about things that are fruitful. What's fruitful? Something that's beneficial to you and the world. Something that helps us grow. Something that brings joy, peace, happiness. Something that other people will see and be able to relate to because it is fruitful, it's good, it's something we need more of, and we all have that ability. We all have some skill, some aspect of creativity in us, and you need to let it out. The problem in today's world is that everyone's creative juices are just all pent up all in them because we're watching other people online be creative, and you think, oh, I can't do that. You're so busy worried about the stuff they're creating, you're forgetting about what you can create, and you are a creative being. And you know, we're going to start early with what Bible scripture supports what I am saying, because it is really the backbone of today's message. We are starting at the very toppity top of the Bible in Genesis chapter 1, literally chapter 1 verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Boom. Opening line. The most important thing the Lord wants us to know is that He created. That's the very first thing God did. The very first thing God did. And let's jump ahead real quick to still in Genesis chapter 1. We're going to start at verse 26. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. This will rule the fish of the sea, the birds of the sky, the livestock, the whole earth, and the creatures that crawl on the earth." So God created man in His own image. He created him in the image of God. He created them male and female. God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and subdue it." Wow. The first thing God tells us is that He created. The first thing He instructs us to do once He creates us is He tells us to be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and subdue it. Let's really break this down. And I want to give a huge shout out to Myron Golden, because he beats this point into the ground. So go ahead and check out his YouTube page if you want to get more of an understanding, a more in-depth understanding than I could ever give you, because he's been studying the Bible for years and he is giving out all his good knowledge on the internet for free. So please use that resource. It has changed my life. I love his content, and I just keep, it's just so good. I promise you, you will not regret it. If you have an open mind and you go to his page and read his content, he is breaking down the Bible and literally breaking down the word. I feel like a lot of preachers and pastors and all that stuff, I feel like you could watch one of their sermons, they might read one line of the Bible and then they just go into a motivational spiel. And you're like, okay, well, what does this stuff mean? Myron is breaking it down. So please go check out his channel. But while you're here, don't go just yet. Finish watching my video. Thank you. We're going to really break this down. The first thing the Lord tells us is that He created the earth and He created heaven. Yeah. Well, let me say it in the correct order. He created heaven and He created the earth. Our Lord is creative. And what are we? We are made in God's image. So clearly we must be creative too. The Lord created this big, beautiful world, and he filled it up with all this stuff. And he took the time to cultivate each of us individually and put an aspect of his creativity in all of us. No one's creativity looks the same. We all have our own style, our own flow, our own lane, our own calling, our own purpose, our own mission. We each have something that the Lord planted in us that we are meant to cultivate and grow. And we are supposed to use that to better this world, not just for us, not just for our peers, but for our children, our children's children, our children's 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 children. You get it. We are supposed to be filling up this earth with good stuff. And I'm gonna be honest, it seems like Satan's children are filling up the earth with their bad stuff. We got to combat that. There's not enough of us putting out good stuff in the world. Like, there is a great amount of people doing it, but there needs to be more. There are so many followers of Christ that are not creating something. And I'm not speaking down on it, because I just started creating like in these past couple of years. It really started with my Instagram. I started really enjoying curating my Instagram feed with my Insta dumps. And I really love taking photos. So I was like curating my Instagram page. And then that poured over to TikTok, and I started creating little yap sessions because I just like yapping. And that was my form of creating. And lately, the Lord has put it on me to relaunch this YouTube channel, which is why you're seeing this video and why you're going to keep seeing these videos. I'm creating YouTube videos. I am creating something that I am so passionate about that I can share for free. And I can reach anyone who wants to hear it. I've spent so much time trying to share this information with people in my life that literally don't want to hear it. Literally in one ear, out the other. But I want to pour this information into anyone that genuinely wants to hear it, genuinely wants to apply it to their life and make some changes. I've seen the benefit it is doing in my life, and I need y'all to get on this train. I create on my Substack because I like to write. I make morning blogs on there. So that's another form of creation. Like, I do a lot of video creation, and I opened an Etsy shop where I'm allowing my creative juices to flow because I take so many nature pictures, and now I want to sell my photography, but I do one better. I can sell the photography as is, but I can also create around that photography. Like, I can put messages on it and sell that. Like, I'm creating different streams of income, different possibilities, different routes. I'm creating so much right now. Literally, I don't know how I'm doing it. Actually, I know exactly how I'm doing it. The Lord is sustaining me. The Lord has planted all these seeds, and he sees me. I'm starting to water them, and he said, here's the energy. Here, get it done. I've been waiting on you. Come on, bring it on. Every day the Lord plants a new idea in my head. It's like when you start sowing them seeds, oh my goodness. I know harvest is on the way. I'll tell you that. I have so many seeds planted, and I'm having so much fun doing it. It's like I just found my calling. I just found what I'm supposed to be doing. And the funniest thing about me finding what I'm supposed to be doing is that I feel like I had a inkling of this is what I was supposed to do back in college when I started this YouTube channel. But I was doing the wrong stuff. I was doing the wrong stuff when I first started, which is why I was not able to maintain it, because it wasn't true to who I am and what the Lord planted in me. It was more so I felt what the Lord planted in me, but I was heavily influenced by the world. So I was trying to match what I was seeing other people doing instead of drawing closer to the Lord so he can reveal to me who I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing. Because man, oh man, the closer I get to God, the more he shares with me about who I am and what I am capable of. And then what I'm noticing is as I'm doing these things, they come so easy to me. Things just come together so easily. Like, learning the technical aspect of setting things up, that's not the most fun part, but I got through it. I'm getting through it. The Lord is seeing me through every step. He sees I'm trying to take these seeds he planted in me, and I'm trying to make them grow. Hey, hey, hey. And you can do it too. The Lord sprinkled some ounce of creativity in you, and you have to draw close to the Lord and figure out what it is that he planted in you. And if you're watching this and you're like, there's literally no bit of creativity in me, I bet there is, because my Lord is not a liar, okay? You just have to do the work to figure out what that is. The closer you get to the Lord, he just reveals it to you. I promise you, it will come out of nowhere, or seemingly it will come out of nowhere. This whole shindig really started, at least the Etsy part really started, when one day, like I said, I just be focused on getting closer to the Lord. And one day it was like a whisper. It was a whisper. It's so quiet, so hush. I just heard make a calendar. I'm like, hello? What are you even talking about right now? I'm like, I've never made a calendar. No one in my family has made a calendar. No one I know has made a calendar. Why would I be making a calendar? What am I even making a calendar for? I had no clue, but once he planted that seed, I couldn't shake it. And I was like, all right, let me figure out if I were to do that. I mean, I ain't got nothing better to do with my time. If I were to do that, how would I do it? And I started doing research. And that was me taking the first step. Just doing the research is taking the first step of figuring out what your creative purpose is. Once you get that inkling, once the Lord gives you the inkling, your first step, do some research. From your research, you're going to figure out what your next step should be. And you take that next step. For me, that is me figuring out how I was actually going to make it. So now I know how I'm going to make it. But then the next part was, well, what's going to go in this calendar? Now I have a platform on what I can make the calendar, but I have no clue how to make the calendar still, or like what's going to go in it. What am I going to fill 12 months up with? It all starts with just taking the step, and the Lord will just start revealing things to you as you are taking your steps. Because I start making the calendar having no clue what I'm about to fill 12 months up with. But it's like, as I'm just trying, the Lord just started downloading in some ideas, new revelations, and it all just came together. I couldn't believe my eyes when I finished that calendar. I said, oh my gosh, let me go get my calendar. Let me get my calendar so y'all can see what I am talking about. Literally, this is my calendar. You should buy it. Link in bio, link in description. But that, I'm really not trying to promote this for the sake of sales. I'm trying to show you that this literally stemmed from an ideal that the Lord gave me. And I just followed the steps, and eventually I made this calendar. So far I have 7 sales. Anyway, the Lord planted it in me, and then it just started coming together. And I had so much fun creating it, coordinating the colors and stuff. Like, this was a creative process. This was a creative outlet. And I literally said to myself, now, like I said, we 7 sales strong now, amen. But when I made this calendar, I was like, if nobody buys this, at least I have a calendar for next year, because I had so much fun creating it. I had so much fun coordinating the colors. I had so much fun finding what verses I wanted to put with each month. I had so much fun figuring out what affirmations I wanted to pair with the Proverbs verse that I selected. I had so much fun thinking of reflection questions I wanted to ask myself all next year and answer, so I can increase my inner growth. I had a ball creating this. And then all these pictures that I be taking, I said, I finally have a place for all these pictures. The Lord downloaded me in. He said, go ahead and add those pictures you be taking in. I added the pictures in before I got the colors. The pictures I took is what determined what colors I would make this. Like, it was such a beautiful creative process to see this all come to fruition. Like the Lord planted this seed in my head. He planted the seed in my head, and I was bold enough to follow it and say, well, let's see what it could be, what it could turn out to be. And it turned out to be something so beautiful. Oh no, I've been to Anyway, we are so creative, and that was like the, what's the saying? This was the beginning, Is the beginning of the end negative? That sounds negative. I don't think I want to say this. This was the beginning of forever. Yeah, let's go with that. This calendar was the beginning of forever because it ignited something in me. It lit a fire inside of me. It showed me new possibilities. It gave me something to hope for, something to look forward to, something to occupy my mind. I'd be at my job that I want to leave oh so bad, thinking about when I can get home and work on my Etsy shop. I am just so filled with joy as I create these new things, to see the things in my head come out to physical things or downloadable things, and to see the videos I'm creating. The Lord downloaded me in and told me that I need to start documenting my calisthenics journey because I keep trying to promote calisthenics to everyone. And it dawned upon me, the Holy Spirit downloaded me in, that I be talking about calisthenics, but people really don't know what calisthenics is. They don't know what I'm talking about. So the Lord said, I'm gonna do you one better. You just need to show people what you be doing. I said, Lord, that's gonna help keep me more accountable as well. To have a platform where I am literally just tracking the journey and people can join along if they want to join along. I got so excited about that idea. I hip skipped myself down and I created the thumbnail for my calisthenics YouTube videos. I haven't even made the first video yet. I don't think I'm gonna do that today because I have other things to do. But that's something else that will be on my YouTube channel. I will probably post a calisthenics video before this video is ever even posted. Because that's something I'm already gonna do, and I could just let the world see it and inspire someone else to start that journey and see what they're capable of. It's about planting the seeds and spreading that awareness to everyone else. And I was so excited about that possibility of doing that. I said, well, when I make those YouTube videos, I don't want to use the same thumbnail that I'm using for my lesson videos. I gotta create a thumbnail. I created the thumbnail. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Let me show y'all in case y'all haven't seen it yet. I literally just created it, and it made the fire inside of me grow so much bigger. I love it. Look at look at it. Look at this. It's probably backwards for y'all, but isn't it beautiful? To see my creativity come out to play. I didn't even know I was so creative. How could I not know? Because I didn't know my identity. I didn't know who I was. I did not know who I was until I got into that word. And when you start figuring out what the Lord told you you are, you could either believe the Lord or you could believe the world. And personally, for me and my house, we gonna believe the Lord, okay? So once the Lord told me that first thing he did was create it, and he made me in his image, and the first thing he told me to do was to be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and subdue it. That means me cultivating the seeds the Lord has planted in me and producing fruit for the world to eat. The Lord is gonna bless it. I'm about to go up. And I'm saying that very humbly because right now I'm making these YouTube videos with no traction yet. No one knows, no one sees. I'm not necessarily seeing the result right away. And the world has gotten me so accustomed to very quick things that I'm looking for the results immediately. But good change takes time. So we have to practice patience. But the Lord is going to bless this because this is a beautiful thing that I'm doing. And it's so amazing to have this outlet, this creative outlet where I can get all this good stuff out of me and share it with somebody. And it's going to find the right audience. And the right audience is going to be so grateful that they found me. And I'm grateful that y'all found me. So you're going to be grateful you found me. And I'm going to be grateful that you found me as well. And the creative juices, they just keep flowing. Each day the Lord downloads a new thought. I got a running list of things I need to do. I can't do them fast enough. That's how creative I am, and I had no clue. I just got new life doing this. I feel so excited. The Lord instructs us to be fruitful. That means he wants us to produce on the outside of us what he planted on the inside of us. He planted a creative seed inside of you, and it's your responsibility to figure out what that creative seed is, cultivate it, and then produce it for the world so that they can enjoy the benefits of that. And then it says we're told to multiply. That means we need to increase it more and more. Whatever that seed is, produce more, share more, give more, teach more, more. The Lord is abundant. I love abundance. We are abundant beings. So more of the good stuff, less of the bad stuff. And the world will have you think you're not creative, have you think you're not capable of doing this. Less of that. Quiet that noise, because the Lord told you you are creative. The Lord gave you a mission to cultivate that creative seed and multiply it greatly. And then it says to fill the earth. The Lord is saying, literally create so much that you are filling the earth with that beautiful seed that he planted inside of you. And mind you, you want so much because you're trying to leave things for your children's children. We are trying to leave things for the generations to come. We are trying to fill this world with beauty based on the creative seeds that the Lord has planted inside of all of us. And the last instruction out of the first instruction he gave us, he says, subdue it. Subdue it means anything that gets in your way of mass producing good stuff for this world, you are supposed to trample it, stomp on it. It can't stop you. You're made in God's image. Who can stop God? No one. You keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. Quiet that negative noise. Do not let the world overtake your mind. The Lord has instructed you to be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. The Lord is saying, I planted a seed in you. I want you to cultivate that seed, grow that seed, and keep increasing it and fill up the earth with it. And if anything stands in your way of spreading that good that I put inside of you, trample it, banish it, cut it off, block it, erase it, ignore it, get rid of it. You are mightier than those doubts that the world has planted in your head. Drown out the world, download the Lord. The Lord is telling us we are more than capable of doing what he has created us to do. Our whole purpose of being here is to create stuff. I wish I would have known this sooner. I'm 28 years late in creativity, but I won't be 29, I'll tell you that. I will be creating and creating some more, because who it's for will find it and appreciate it. And who it's not for, there's something else for them. If we're all mass producing, we all have an audience that will love what we are creating. So don't worry about trying to create something that everyone in your personal life is going to appreciate. Y'all have different tastes, different flavors, different mindsets. Like, what you create might not be for them, so they might not support it, and that's fine. But we live in an age and time where we have the internet. You could be creating something and your biggest supporters are like in Thailand or something. Like, you have access to the world through your phone. Your target audience, let me Google something real quick. I just have a question. Hold on. Stand by. No. Chatty's thinking. Hold on. The current estimated world population is about 8.25 billion people. 8.25 billion people. You don't think you have an audience in all of that? Shoo! Your audience is waiting for you. They are waiting for you to deliver what they've been waiting for, because we all have unique creative seeds. We all have unique creative seeds, which means we all have unique purposes. We all have unique missions. And only we can do what we are supposed to do. Like, no one else is going to be able to do my mission better than me. I am not going to be able to do anyone else's mission better than them, because what's created for them is always going to work for them, and what's created for me is always going to work for me. And I can only do what I'm meant to do. They can only do what they're meant to do. But by us just doing what we're supposed to do, the right audience is going to find us. You just have to keep creating, keep producing. And in a world where everything is super quick, fast food, 2-day shipping, overnight shipping, in a world where we get everything so quick, so instant, give yourself grace, time, and space. Give yourself the opportunity to develop and grow. Give your audience time to find you. This stuff is not going to happen overnight, but it will happen, because what you sow, you'll reap. Did I say that backwards? What you reap, you sow? You know what I'm saying. You have to keep planting the seeds, and you have to keep showing up. You cannot expect to be an overnight success. Success, by the great Myron Golden, success is figuring out what your purpose is, what God has called you to do, and then you develop yourself for that purpose, and then you deploy yourself into that purpose, and you focus on your purpose. So that is what we are called to do. And it all starts with the creative outlet. Oh, how amazing is that? I hope this lesson blessed you. I hope you check out the other videos and come again for tomorrow's lesson. Bye. I know you need a calendar for 2026, and I'm going to tell you why you should buy mine. I know you want to grow your life. I know you want to grow your walk with the Lord. I know you want to become a better you. This calendar is geared towards all of those goals I know you have. In this calendar, I have a Proverbs verse at the top of each month, related affirmations that apply to the Proverbs verse, and a reflection question aimed to gear your inner growth. It's also accompanied by a picture that I took myself by the grace of God. I have a hot girl dog, and we would go on hot girl walks, and I would take pictures all the time. And then one day the Lord said, go ahead and put it in the calendar. So I went ahead and put it in the calendar, and this is it. And I really hope you consider buying it. Like I said, it's really geared towards those that are interested in growing their walk with the Lord, and also just doing some inner healing, inner reflection, and self-development. It's really like a self-improvement motivational type of calendar. So it includes it includes a Proverbs verse at the top of each month to help you know what the word says and help guide your decisions throughout the day. But it also gives you affirmations to help you remind yourself that you are made in the Lord's image and you are capable of all of these great things. And then there's a reflection question at the end, because sometimes we have to ask ourselves some hard questions so that we can get to the growth. So there you have it. I hope you're interested, and if you are, you can find the link in my description. I hope to see a purchase from you. Thank you for listening. Bye.